Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem, Haushad Bashem, Bakar Kodash. Now what fun? Kal Halal Yam, Yahweh Bashem, Haushad Bashem, Bakar Kodash. Throw a new Hebrew word, another Hebrew word at you. Nathan or Nawathan. Nawathan meaning giving. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video. I'm just going to go with the spirit. I didn't put really nothing together, no scriptures or anything. I'm just going to go roll with the spirit. The title of this video is the CBDC will be put in place before the MOTB. So you can't have used the technology, the MOTB, before the CBDC. I got to get used to saying mouthing these acronyms. CBDC meaning central bank digital currency, and I'm going to show you that this is a global thing. You know, the CBDC will be put in place globally pretty much at the same time. So this is a video that was put up by GMS Watchman. I was going to go to another video that he made yesterday. Warning U.S. Congressman confirms central CBDC currency will control your whole existence. So this is ultimate, slavery. This is technical slavery, digital slavery, whatever you want to call it. They don't got to put chains on them no more. So I'm not going to read this. You can read yourself. But it says here, White House Office of Science and Technology, a digital dollar may seem far-fetched, but it is not beyond the realm of possibility. Like I said, you can read this right here. I'll give you enough time for you to read that. What he said is in this title right here. So anyway, this is what I want to do. Go to check this off. Okay, I want you to listen to this. Man with a Benjaminite accent, and I would base upon the thumbnail. I guess he's a part of the HOI, which is headed by Sabak, which Sabak still teaches that the MOTB is John 3:16, or however he teaches it, which is clearly wrong, just like IUIC. And I wanted to say thank you to Paul Kersey for GMS. He came through. He made a statement. Somebody said, "You're going to take it." He said, "I'm not going to take it. My faith is not weak." And then I came back and said, "Yeah, he's not going to take it," because he knows about it. He knows it. But it's about that time to have that meeting, pull old Bishop Nate to the side, and I had that conversation, had that meeting, stand up to them guys or move on. And it's about time for Bishop Nathaniel to address this thing. You know, he's full of pride. That's why the Most High always gives him this sickness where he's almost, you know, that that close to death, and the Most High dips him and brings him back up. And the Most High might dip you this time and not bring you back up because you full of pride, straight up. Same pride you had when you kicked us out of the house of David because of the Cornelius thing. You guys kicked us out because of the Cornelius thing, and now you guys teach it. And you look at somebody like they're crazy if they don't teach it that the right way, which Cornelius is an Israelite. So you were dead, you were wrong. You were wrong, G. Inside joke. If you know what I'm talking about, put that in comments. Comments is just what I just said. It's a quote from a movie. You were wrong, G. Good movie, by the way. The Spike Lee joint, I believe. Anyway, you were definitely wrong. So now you teach the right way. Well, guess what? You're going, and by the way, we're 1,000,000,000% sure that the MOTB is the fulfillment of Revelation 13. We no doubt about it. And now, if somebody says, well, "What if you're wrong?" My response is, "We're not wrong. We're not wrong." Hey, when Floyd Mayweather fought that Japanese dude, he knew he was gonna knock. He knew he was gonna beat his ass. There ain't no way in hell this man's gonna beat me. Shakur Stevenson fought. I forget the guy's name. Got a hard name. Brazilian guy, good fighter, damn good fighter. But Shakur Stevenson was 100% confident he's gonna beat his ass, and he did. Sometimes you got that confidence. This guy, Usyk, that fought AJ, Anthony Joshua, he knew he was gonna whip AJ's ass, and I knew he was gonna whip AJ's ass. I said AJ gonna get his ass whipped again. He did better, but he still lost. That man has too many skills, man. Them Ukrainian boxers, man, they know how to shoot joints. For real, for real. Anyway, let me get back into this. Oh, this is a video that I got to watch this one. This is a short one, 3 minutes long. British pound is dead. What will replace it? You know, and we're linking everything together. Got to get used to saying the acronyms. The CBDC will be put in place before the MOTB is set up. So anyway, you got a lot of guys. The scriptures say the simple believe every word, right? With fair words and fine speeches. I'm paraphrasing Romans 16. They shall deceive the heart of the simple. Most of you Israelites out there, the masses of you Israelites out there in the different camps, the majority of you are simple. You just don't know nothing. You're basically lamb and sheep. And your teachers that are leading you the wrong way are nothing but Judas goats. You have the mentality of a sheep, a docile sheep. So what this guy did, he applied, whoever this guy is, and he's dead wrong. He's as wrong as the day is long. By fair words and fine speeches, however it goes, shall deceive the hearts of the simple. And the word simple means naive. Let me do this. Let me go ahead and bring it up. Let me do this. A lot of you are simple. The majority of you people out there that join these different groups, you join them for certain reason. Oh, they got hip hop. You know, I might get a contract with them. Oh, I like their garments, and you know, I like how the white woman kissed their boots. I'm gonna join that camp. A lot of you guys are shallow. A lot of you guys and you women too. Now the women that's following GMS, they got to be special. Because as much as we used to get on them women, we figured no woman gonna follow. Well, in the beginning, a woman used to follow us, and a lot of these women wanted to get with us. You know, and one woman came from another country to get with me. Bless that woman. She's gonna be good in the kingdom. You'll probably be my wife in the kingdom. But you know, when you're in this truth, you can't have a lot of distractions. You know, this I got 5 women. You can, you know, the Lord says you can have more than one. Yes, you can. But that's a lot of problems. That's a lot of problems right there. The Apostle Paul said, "I warn you," 1 Corinthians 7, you should have trouble in the flesh. So he said, be like me. But Paul, the Most High put a spirit on him that he didn't desire a woman because he was moving. He was moving. He was moving more than any of the apostles of the 12. So what did I say? I'll put in the word simple. We encourage and we will curse your ass out if you in GMS and you just going by what we say and not going back and doing verification. Trust, but verify. So let me put in the word simple. And I'm gonna let you listen to the guy. He did some fast talking. And that's what they all do. Bishop Nady does a lot of fast talking. Matter of fact, they changed the gospel about the MOTB. I mean, back in 14, they said it was only talking about nations. The nations are going to get the MOTB. Then it said corporations. It's talking about nations and corporations. It's talking about the church. Well, if that's the case, we all came out of the church, whether it's RCC, Baptist, Methodist, Pentecostal, Jehovah Witness, Seventh Day Adventist. We all came out of one of those churches. Islam, not too much from Islam. That's a heavy demon. If you into Islam, that's hard to get that demon off you, that Islamic demon. So I put in the word simple, right? It occurs 20 times in 20 verses. Psalms 19, verse 7, the law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of Yahweh is sure, making wise the simple. So when you come into this truth, it's supposed to make the simple wise. If you come in simple, if you're here for 6 months, a year, 10 months, 12 months, 2 years, 3 years, you're supposed to grow in this thing. Peter spoke about that you may grow thereby. Not stay on the same level and say, well, that's my head teacher. Not saying that you quit, well, look, I don't believe in that. No, you verify, you study. Whatever I say or any of the leadership says, you take it in, but you verify it. It says Psalms 116, verse 6, Yahweh preserves the simple. I was brought low and he helped me. Yeah, help you by bringing you up. A lot of y'all, you Israelites, if you follow your leaders with this stupidity. Oh, another thing that going back to Bishop Nathaniel, then he said it was sin. The new thing is sin. Oh, but now recently, they're saying, well, if you get the MOTB, which is the chip, if you get it, you can have forgiveness now. So in essence, they're saying you go ahead and take it because you can always ask the Lord to forgive you. He's gonna save you anyway, even with the Karate in you. Proverbs 7, verse 7. And behold, among the simple ones, I discern among the youth a young man void of understanding. So a lot of you come in this thing void of understanding. You don't grow. You blindly listen to your leaders. And if you keep listening to your leaders and not checking them, you're gonna. The scriptures say the blind, if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. Unless that leader's a Judas goat, you got that bag. Excuse me. Proverbs 8, verse 5. O ye simple ones, understand wisdom, and ye fools, be ye of an understanding heart, understanding mind. Now, you got all these different camps, former One West camps, and camps that grew out of this. These other camps that never been a part of One West, they followed the One West doctrine, put the fringes on, get a sign out. And the Spirit may or may not be dealing with them, but if they teaching correctly, the Spirit is dealing with them. But then they'll follow they may follow HOI or HODC or LOI and ISUPK. And ISUPK, they go off on a lot of things too. One of them is the Charagma. HOI, IUIC, and ISUPK are, considered major camps. Camps have been out there from the beginning. That when it comes to the MOTB, they're clearly wrong. Now you might say, like I said earlier in the video, but what if you're wrong? We're not wrong. GMS is not wrong. We got 100%. There's a reason why we say we got 100% truth. Proverbs 9, verse 4, whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. As for him that wanteth understanding, she saith to him, that she represent wisdom. Most High is not looking for dummies. He's looking for thinkers, people that grow. Peter said, grow, that you may grow thereby. The sincere milk. Oh, this is one of my favorites. Proverbs 14, verse 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man, the smart man, the one that has a brain that's working, man, looketh well to his what? His goings. But let me look up the word simple in the Hebrew. And the word is pathya. Feminine now, simplicity, naivete, or naive, simple, foolish, open-minded. Mean you open anything. You got a lot of people that'll leave Israel or get kicked out or whatever, get disenchanted, then they'll go back to Christianity or they'll follow the Black consciousness community or Moors or whatever. Or they'll come out, you the leadership, because they're wise in their own conceits. Proverbs 27, verse 12. A prudent man, a smart man, foreseeth the evil. And this thing coming on the horizon, the CBDC, following the CBDC is the MOTB. And so we see it coming. So the scriptures say, warn them. If you're a prophet of the Lord, warn them. Well, you got to know what to warn them about. You see something coming down the pike. That's why we call prophets. What does the word prophet mean? A pro meaning to go forward, and phase or prophecy, phase means to say. That's where you get the word preacher from. When you break down the word preacher, even Bishop Nathaniel knows about this because he used it and he got it from us. We went to the root word preacher, and it means prophesy. Another way of saying prophesy. Pre meaning before, and chia meaning to say before. That's a prophet. So we have foresight. That's another word for prophecy, foresight. We see things that's going to take place in the future, and we're telling people this is going to happen in the near future. So when this happens, you can't take it or you can't follow it. That's what that means. So the charagma is not here yet. It is here, but on a small, maybe 1 million people on the planet has it, which is, you got what, almost 9 billion people on the earth. That's a drop in the bucket. 1 million people compared to 9 billion, 8 billion plus 9 billion people. So their plan is to charagma the whole world. This is serious, man. It's going, like I said, when they actually start setting up these MOTB stations, or where they're going to have buses out there, they're going to have tents. They're going to give you the free tickets to the Knicks games. You're going to get you're going to get food. They might, well, ultimately, in order for you to eat and buy and sell, you're going to need it. So we're going to trust in the Most High. Isaiah 65. It says, Proverbs 27, verse 12, a prudent man foreseeth the evil. A smart man or a prophet sees the evil before it comes, and that's coming down to something wicked this way come, or something evil this way come, and hideth himself. He's ready for it. He knows what to do. But the simple pass on and are what? Punished. And that punishment is death. You take that MOTB, you're going to die. You're going to develop a cancer, pursuant to Revelation chapter 16, the first couple of verses, and you're going to die. Either you're going to get sick and die, or you're going to get hit, eat a missile. Read Revelation 14. You can start the 8 verse, 8, 9 verse. Let me click on this. Then I'm going to let you hear this guy to show you that he was fast talking. Romans 16, verse 17. Now I beseech you, brother, mark them. The word mark has nothing to do with the word mark in Revelation 13. This word is from the Greek skopeo, meaning watch them, keep an eye out on them. Watch them, which cause divisions. If we're saying MOTB means this and somebody's saying it means something else, that's division right there. So now you got to think who's right. You can't say, well, I like the garment, so they got to be right. Oh, well, the leader smiled at me. He gave me a special hug. He gave me a couple of dollars. So I got to follow him, a gift destroyeth the heart. It says, now I beseech you, brethren, watch them, put a scope on them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine. The true doctrine of Revelation 13 is what we're saying. Anybody else teaching anything else? False doctrine. Which ye have learned, and avoid them, for they that are such serve not our Lord, the leaders, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, but their own belly, but they're all about themselves. And by good words and fair speeches, I said fine speeches, right? But and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the who? Of the simple. It's going to get over to the simple. So the majority of you guys out there, you're simple.
Strong's G 172, Akakos. Akakos.
And when the Most High starts bringing mass death and mass destruction, you're going to bug the hell out. You're going to literally bug the hell out. It says simple, we just heard it in the Greek, without guile or fraud, harmless, free from guilt, fearing no evil from others, disturbing no one. Without guile, scripture say, be wise as serpent and harmless as dove. Dove, that's guile. Without guile or fraud, harmless, free from guilt, naive, naivete, fearing no evil. Like these jakes that follow vocab Malone, they're simple. They're simple, and they fear no evil because we're telling them what's going to happen. They don't see it because they're going by what vocab Malone is going to say in his next video. And you jakes that are following um, that devil vocab Malone, you're all going to die in various ways, disturbing no one. So now let's go over here. Let me find this. Bear me for a minute. Okay, I think I found it. Okay, so I get a chance. I'm gonna watch this video. And then meanwhile, you got this whole Nord Stream 1 and Nord Stream 2, the pipeline. You got to be watching global news. So I'm gonna click on this one right here. Dear Priest of Box, time is running out. Click on it. Dear Priest of Box, time is running out. Audio, HOI, discuss MOTB September 2022. So I guess this is recent. Recent. You know what I'm going to do? Let me do this. See if it's that new. Let me try HOI. Oh, that's not it. Okay, let me do it this way. Let me do it this way. See if I can catch it. Okay, I can't catch it there. Let me do this. Well, they say it's audio, so just listen. This is Jeremiah 23, verse 21, NLT, New Living Translation. I have not seen these prophets, yet they run around claiming to speak for me. So let's listen. This is 4 minutes long. Well, the elders, the panel, all the viewers today to the Q&A. I was just a really good discussion and so much knowledge going forward, especially concerning the topic of the mark of the beast. We know there's a lot of persons that's going around today, showing that the mark of the beast, has to do with some shit that you inject into your hand. So we don't know if they sold out. We don't know if they got it back or not. Or they just, the Most High just closed their eyes. But they're talking about us, talking about GMS. We're the #1 group, premier group that's teaching about the MOTB is the CHIP. And that's why we've been doing a lot of videos on it. I'm waiting for you to chime in, Bishop Nathaniel, because one of your top men, he's leaning towards us a lot more, man. He's leaning towards us a lot more, and he made it clear that he knows what it is, but he does not want to present it to you individuals. You're going to cause a lot of people to be destroyed. Maybe at the last minute you say, well, it is what GMS says it is, and then everybody's going to be flocking. Then we'll start getting to 30,000 views like you guys get. Like I said, the masses of the people out there are simple as hell that woke up to the whole Israel thing. Like the GOCC, they so far, we don't even talk about them. They're so far out of it. They're basically a church organization. Yeah, they say Edomites can make it. Edomites are getting ranks. You got black women marrying Edomite men in the church. The Most High got a special destruction for Elder Rakar of the GOCC. I mean, you can't get any worse than what he does. So, Bishop Nathaniel, you better come with your thing. You better do some thinking, because you change. Scripture say, "Meddle not a man with a man that is given to change." So many years ago, 2014, I would say 2013, maybe 2010, when we were going into the MOTB, we teach it the same way. We haven't changed it at all. Teach it the same way. At first, you said it was countries. Then you said it was countries and corporations. Then you said it was an embargo. But now it goes to the people. Now, what kills you? The 17th verse of Revelation 13:17. And that no man may buy, meaning man, woman, children may buy, except they have the MOTB. So they ain't talking about that. Cuts you. That's why you don't read the 17th verse, because you hoping like hell your congregation doesn't grow a brain and say, well, let me read the 17th. GMS said that. And you get on them because they window shopping, meaning they go to GMS. GMS has 100% truth. How many times I got to say that? This is what's going to be forming where we speak, and these are the things today, right? I remember having a discussion with one of the brothers that have this type of belief, and we use the same scripture in Revelation 13 and board. Like I said, either this individual sold out, they all sold out. I don't know. I'm not saying that they did. There's no way in hell you can't see this. General Yohanan, he sold out. That's common knowledge. General Yohanan, so he took the bag. The first thing he said when they came up with the jump shot, he said, "Go ahead and take the jump shot." I think 3-4 of them bad boys. He's the king of the fucking Judas goats. He's king of the Judas goats. Mark my words. He's king of the Judas goats. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Which is 16. Where it says, and causes all, both small, great, rich, and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand.
All you dummies got to do is say, well, what does the word mark? What is the Greek word? What's the etymology of the word? If you apply a thing called hermeneutics, hermeneutics is a fancy way of saying etymology, to interpret something by going into the root of the word. Look it up. It's not a biblical, theological seminaries use that term, but that's not necessarily a biblical term. It's just another way of saying etymology.
Or in the forehead, right? And that
It's talking about their physical forehead. Now, when you look that word up, forehead, in the Greek, the word is metapon. Zuckerberg changed Facebook into Meta, right? Meta, metapon, meta meaning the forehead. In order for you to go into that virtual realm, you need to put those specially made goggles on your forehead, between your eyes. Look it up. Look up meta or metapon. It means a thing placed between the eyes or the forehead. And hand is talking about physical hand. The word is dextrose. And dextrose means hand, but it means right hand. Dextrose means right hand. You know what the word dexterity? How do you work your hands? Like if you can scope something, you know, you can use the dexterity of your hands, however you want to say it. And then the MOTB, the word there is charagma. And the word charagma is found one other time outside of Revelation, which is in the book of Acts. I believe it's Acts 19. I'm not going to look it up. And it describes that word as chiseling something in you. So it's all physical. It's physical. It's physical.
that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark.
That's why I gave this the title that I gave it. How did I say it? The CBDC will be put in place before the MOTB, something to that effect. I forgot exactly how I said it, but I said it's somewhat like that. And the buying and selling part, you're not going to show some thing on your hand. Oh, okay, you can pay. And then you go in your wallet and pull out paper dollar bills or your credit card. Your credit card is going to be in your right hand or on your forehead. They even use credit cards. You can either swipe it or put it. If you got a chip, you put it in under the things. Two ways to use that card. So they're going to phase all that out, and it's going to be in your hand or on your forehead.
The name of the beast, the number of his name, right? The thing is, one of the things that that I have to show the brother with the scripture is that it was classifying to that they were rich and poor and bond and free persons here. You understand? And everyone it caused, some of them to receive of the mark. You understand? So whether you were rich or you were poor, as long as you wanted to receive this doctrine, you received it. You understand? So this mark didn't determine whether you're rich.
So you're saying it's a doctrine. How stupid can you be? Your face keeps popping up. You got to address this. You got to sit down and make up a good lie so you can present it to your zombies. This is Kanai. He looks a lot younger, looks real young. If that's Kanai, there's a picture from way back. You did one video, I don't know, 2014, and this guy, he looked down, he looked. Your man, I thought he wasn't taking it, but he eventually came out and admitted it. Something needs to be done because this is a life or death situation, man.
Rich or poor, you understand? It's a doctrine that you have to accept. You understand? And one thing that should tell man, you think that the Most High at the end of the day is going to come and judge this earth on account of somebody that was controlled by a chip?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
You understand? It doesn't make sense. The scripture shows you that who you yield yourself servant to obey, his servant yard to whom you be. So if you obey the devil, you understand, that's the person you're working for. You understand? If you obey God, that's the mark you kind of mark of righteousness because you choose to follow.
The mark, when you go to the etymology of the word, it's a physical thing. It's a physical thing.
The right thing. You understand? So that's the mark. The mark has to do with whether you accept righteousness or you accept wickedness. How you know that? Look at the word power. That is simple. You don't need to check.
So if that's the case, if the mark is among us right now, how in the hell are we able to go and buy and sell? According to his logic, which is not logical at all, how in the hell can you buy or sell? How do they test whether you follow the devil or the Most High? Do they ask you, sir, do you believe in the devil? Before you make, you go to some BJ's or Costco's or whatever, or Walmart or Targets, and they ask you the question, do you believe in the devil? Not, you can lie, yeah, but yeah, of course I believe in the devil. Then when you walk away, you laugh at it. That's stupid. That's fucking stupid, man. That's why a lot of these, the Most High is gonna do away with these groups, these false prophets, because they are false prophets, because they're giving you, all they got to do is give you one false prophecy, makes them false prophet. They all false prophet. ISUPK, false prophets. IUIC, false prophets. HOI, false prophets. GOCC, damn sure false prophets. They all false prophets. False messiahs and false prophets that will lead people away.
Nobody's hand to see that mark. You can look and see if that book is wicked. You understand? Somebody that is going to build a whole wall to keep those forces that actually work. But that same country to build it, we know that person doesn't intend to help anybody. That's a wicked person. He doesn't intend to help anybody. You don't need to go and ask him to check his hands to see if he has a chip or his forehead. You understand? It doesn't work like that.
So how am I able to? I went shopping. Yes, I got some things yesterday. I'll probably stop at a store, get some gas, whatever. I might need something on the way home later in the day. I might want to wash my car, change my oil or whatever. Or I have my mechanic has my car right now. He's working on it. How am I going to pay him? Is he going to ask me, well, wait a minute, do you still worship the devil? And I'm going to say, yes, I still worship the devil. Then when I get far away from him, I start cracking up. How stupid is that? But like I said, the simple believeth every word. A lot of you guys that follow, a lot of you people out there, men and women, especially you damn women, but you men too. I'm surprised at you men. How can you be so simple? From the documentary, the Panama Deception, the one of the Latin guys from Panama, the older guy, he was cursing out America. He said, how can you be so stupid How can you be so stupid? That's from the movie The Panama Deception. But you got to watch that movie. Now, I showed that movie. We used to have a Tuesday night movie night uh, back at One West in the big, and I presented it. And even King Marshall used to come. Oh, Tahar, you got a movie night? I'm coming. You know, and everybody, Aria, all of them, we watch movies Tuesday. I had set up like a tradition. And the first movie that I showed was the Panama Deception. And then we would stop it, we would speak on it, we click it, play. And Mo said, "Oh, that was a good movie, man. That proves that this man is the devil, you know." So let's forgive me for cutting in.
Tell you play how you identify whether someone works for the devil. You look at the work with the power that is simple.
So guess what? We all work for the devil. That's what it means. Because the charagma is already here. The mark, the MOTB is already here. I can go and buy things all I want. I can buy things just like the next person, and ain't nobody gonna. And oh, now you have the checkout with the, you know, what do you call that, the kiosks where you check out, and that's what I mostly go. If I go to Targets or if I go to, let's say, Costco's or BJ's or Walmart or whatever, they got you don't got to deal with no cashier. You just scan the shit and then you put the money in, or sometimes you don't accept money. You got a credit card, debit card, you use a debit card. How do they know if I worship the devil? How stupid is that? How fucking stupid is that? We almost finished.
Thank you as well, Prince Kabui.
Thank you.
Okay, so that's it, man. Okay, so hey, we don't know if they sold out, if they got the bag, but my question is this: how do they know? I can buy and sell, you can buy and sell, we can all buy and sell, right? We can all get gas, we can all go to the movies, we can all buy clothes, we can go food shopping. How do you have food? How do you live in a place where you got to pay rent or a mortgage? You got to deal with a bank. Most of your jobs you get paid through a credit card. So how in the hell am I able to do that? How do they know whether I worship the devil or not? See, if you sit down, you use your head for something other than the hat rack, you'll be able to figure it out. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. And this is a topic. There's too many simpletons in Israel. There's too many followers in Israel. And a lot of you that watch these videos watch it for entertainment. When you go to a video, like Bishop Nathaniel did a video the other day, it had 30,000 views. Well, how many of them are men? Let's say half of them are men. That's 15,000. Is there 15,000 camps out there that with purple on? Is there 15,000 YouTube pages? No. A lot of these people are they identify with Israel, but they watch the videos for entertainment purposes only. They don't write the scriptures down. They don't verify whether you broke the scriptures down right or wrong. They're entertained. That's all. So now I'm gonna go into this. Let me do this here, and then I'm gonna close it. I went a little long, but that's all right too. So we got a puzzle around doing the various topics. We got the rebukinator, Elder Manata Zakbar, Hebrew Israelites, how do I convert new believers? A good video. Like this would be considered like definitely a basic video. And you got to do those basics because you always got new people coming in. Okay, so let me do this. CBDC. CBDC. You got to put this in place first. People also ask, is CBDC a cryptocurrency? It's similar to a cryptocurrency. Does the U.S. have a CBDC, central bank digital currency? CBDC is generally defined as a digital liability of a central bank that is widely available to the general public. Today in the United States, Federal Reserve notes, i.e. physical currency, are the only type of central bank money available to the general public. So the CBD is not here. They're putting it in, they're talking about it. So now let's go to news. Biz or business news. Marks CBDC pilot as successful with 22 million transacted. So you can read that. CoinDesk, landmark international CBDC test deemed successful, business says. So this is like a trial thing. Bank of Ghana, showing you that this is global. Revelation 3 verse 10 and 10, 11, 12. Really 10 and 11. Bank of Ghana to foster financial inclusion through CBDC project. France, you got Africa, Ghana, you got France, you got Australia. France Central Bank CBDC projects aim to manage, demystify liquidity. So I believe that's demystify, settle tokenized assets. So we got Ghana, Africa, we got France, Europe, we got Australia, CBDC pilot to be completed in 2023. Austrian, which is like not Australia, but near Germany, part of Germany, Austrian pilot, pilot meaning like you have a TV show, a comedy, they'll play with a pilot. And then if it's successful, they pick it up and it's a series, right? If it's not good, you have the pilot, you never see it again. Australian pilot or pilot program, CBDC test for E or electronic. I guess that's for AUD is for Austria to commence mid-2023. It's almost October, right? October, November, December. So we got 3 months before they officially start pushing it in there. Australia pushes ahead with central bank digital currency, announces pilot a timeline. So they all got up with the same idea. No, they get a script by the super elite, the hidden masters. Russia, so Russia's a part of this MWO. Russia plans to roll out its first ever CBDC soon. Bitcoinist.com. DeFi is that you saw is demystifying wholesale central bank digital currency, because it's like a mystery to people. They got to learn it. Okay, Russia to launch CBDC soon, focusing on mutual settlements with China, and China already has it. So this is a world thing. There's people that control this whole thing. The super elite can tell the Russians, they can make a phone call and say, Putin, the war is over. Guess what? You're going to say, yes, sir. You got the super elite behind everything, the hidden masters. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom.